So in these videos, I'm going to be breaking down warrior stats, their skills, their abilities, their passive, what are the best materials, what are the best strategies to play as them. Now, I'm not the best warrior out there. There's a lot of warriors actually in the game cheesing me so easily, but as a warrior main since the beta and now, I guess I can give you a tips or two. Now I max warrior and then start to go sorcerer and then ninja, and then I find that warrior is actually not the most powerful, and a lot of people are asking for a nerf from them, but actually they have a lot of weakness. And we're going to be covering all that in these videos. And before that, Final Fantasy VII Remake is actually coming PC through Epic Games for the very first time. I am going to be playing it for the first time. Really can't wait for it. It's coming out December 16. I will be streaming it, maybe make some videos about it, playthroughs. I'm just a Crisis Core fan, so I'm really excited to get into remakes for the very first time. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to follow me through my Final Fantasy VII Remakes journey, whether you're a new to the series or you just want to join me along my journey. With that said, let's talk about Warrior. So let's start off with the trait, ability, and skill. So straight first, fearless charge. So this is something that you cannot change for every class. The trait cannot be changed. So increase the distance that you can target with immediate attack. Attack and creates a barrier when you attack the target while moving or when you use rush ability. So warrior is probably the only job that has a distance target lock on for its melee, and when you locked on, you'll be able to dash in. So in order to trigger the lock on, you need to be at least 9 meters close to your opponent. Now after target and lock on and then you go in and slash, how long will you be able to trigger the lock on again is approximately 4.5 seconds or maybe 5 seconds. So now every time, here's a tip, every time it locks on, there's gonna be that sound over here. I'm gonna play it right here. So sometimes you're not able to control your cameras in time. This could be really helpful by paying attention to the sound, the clicking sound, and then you'll be able to target and lock on and slash. Very useful. So keep in mind that you need to have 9-meter distance and then a 4.5 seconds before you'll be able to target lock on again. So let's start off with the first ability, Rush, or I would like to call it Dash. Grants you the ability to move rapidly in the direction you are facing. So how far is the dash? It's actually 10 meters. And regardless of level, it will always be 10 meters. So as you level up, the cooldown will only decrease, but it will not give you actually more distance. Now it does take 1.5 seconds to execute, and here are the cooldown that I'm showing on the screen as per level. So make sure to keep in mind that there's the execution time as well as the cooldown time. Now let's move on to my favorite, Punisher. Increase the melee attack damage. I'm going to show it on the screen right here, the normal and the Punisher level. And melee attack range, so if you're using Punisher, you're gonna realize that you'll have a bigger wide AoE and movement speed for a short amount of time. The duration for Punisher is actually 25 seconds. Doesn't matter what level, level 1, level 2 to level 3, it's going to be 25 seconds, and the cooldown is going to be the same for every level, 65 seconds. Now I'm guessing that leveling up the Punisher skill actually increases your percentage in your damage, melee damage output, but I never really test out each level yet because you can't do that in training field. If you go to the training field, it actually puts you at level 10. So between the Punisher and Rush, I think either way, both can be played differently. Punisher is very effective against, Monk or Ranger, while Rush is very effective against Sorcerer or even Warrior. So if Warrior is fighting against Warrior, one warrior can actually dash out and then target lock on and dash in again. If one warrior doesn't have and he has Punisher, sometimes the AoE will come in handy as well. So things works really different here. It depends on your own playstyle. I personally prefer Punisher, but Rush is very useful if you know how to use it. So let's cover the skills right now. Warrior has 3 skills: Survival Sports, Counter Shield, Threaten. Now I would go with the Survival Sports. I think most Warrior veterans, they already know how important Survival Sport is. Recover HP if you defeat an enemy candidate with a melee attack. So if you defeat an enemy with a melee attack, you'll regenerate or you'll recover your health. And these are the levels shown on the screen right here. With level 3 recovering 95 HP, and that's insanely a lot. This is very useful. As a warrior, you're going to be closing in and a lot of people are going to be targeting you and you're going to take some damage. And it helps you save the cure. If you're carrying a cure, you won't be wasting your mana. And potions do not give you like immediate heal. They do take time to refill your HP. So I would say that Survival Sport is the one to go, but let's cover the other one as well. Now Threaten, it will only slow your opponent. So attack monster enemy candidate with mini attack causes their movement speed to fall. So it will only cause their movement speed to fall for a duration of 0.3 seconds. I don't know about the other level, but this is actually at level 3. It slows your opponent by 35%, but 0.3 seconds, you really can't do much. But as you attack your own enemy, you can actually see that they're actually flickering or lighting, and that makes them being slowed down. But 0.3 seconds, honestly, not very useful. Now counter shield, when you take damage, creates a barrier facing the direction of the attack, limited to once per level. So I don't know if this stacks. Some people say it does, some people say it doesn't, but I don't think it's useful at the end game, because once you lose this counter shield, you'll lose it. It's very important that you upgrade your warrior's melee. Everyone knows that. To anyone beginners, you better be doing that. So over here, I have a full attack combo, jump attack, dash attack. That's the normal one without the Punisher. And every time you level up in attack, your melee attack actually increases. As you can see over here, your full attack combo, which means the standing one, the first attack actually deals the most damage, and followed by 8 and 11. Now I know what you're thinking. That's not how it shows. So in this game, cumulative is actually really weird. So if you deal a damage too fast in this game, like take this sorceress for example, if you cast like triple fireball and it goes 33, 66, and 99. No, the last fireball does not cause 99 damage. If a damage is dealt too fast altogether, they become the total damage. But now that I got that covered, so basically, warrior deals the most damage at the first attack and the last attack. With the knockback attack, very useful. So warrior has a 4 combo attack, and the first one actually deals the most, and the last one actually deals the most as well. Now it's interesting to see this, because I feel like I often use dash attack and then go away and dash attack again. It's because the dash attack and the first attack actually has the same output damage, and I only will execute the full combo once I know that they're gonna die after a few dash attacks. Jump attacks are okay, not very high. So over here I have the Punisher one. You can actually go ahead and compare them. I think it increased about 12 or 15%. I don't know. I didn't really do the math. So my recommended materials for warrior would be fire, because it only costs 1 AP. Blizzard, not so, but people like it because it actually slows down the enemy. So yeah, but blizzards are actually high mana consumption, especially warrior. You need to be using a lot of mana for fire and bio. Bio, very useful. First of all, you can actually deplete their HP all the way to 1, but they said that they're gonna nerf materia, so I don't know any of this will be arrow nerf, but if they do nerf, bio becomes useless, then I don't know. Arrow very useful for every job. You know why? You want to get to some distance, you want to get away. Arrow is one of the most useful out there. Cure, because as a warrior, you'll be moving close range and getting close to your opponent most of the time, and you want Cure or Curaga to be giving you that massive HP. So in a team play, I don't recommend you carrying Arrow and ask your sorcerer friends to actually do it for you and carry Curaga instead, because you want to be recovering instant HP rather than using potions, because potions don't really there's duration of potions to actually recover your HP. I don't recommend it. For accessory, I recommend carrying Shuddering, just in case someone is carrying a bomb launcher. Dual Pendant, because you'll be using bio and you don't want to take damage from bio, and if your opponent's affected, you can actually just go in and slash. Okay, here are some, I don't think it's called combo, more of a strategy. So here's one of the things I like to do as a warrior. I like to dismount from a chocobo and then target lock on and then slash. Now this is where I think chocobo breed are very important for warrior. First of all, you need speed, you need stamina, and also you need jump. So unlike arrow, when you dismount from a chocobo, you don't have a cancel, you don't have an animation recovery. So if you dismount from a chocobo, you can directly lock on and slash. Arrow before landing slash, so you can actually cast arrow and then try to slash, but I don't recommend this. And if you're like chasing people down with arrow in the middle, in between, keep using your arrow after you cast it. Make sure to cast bio to your arrow so that your opponent doesn't use that arrow. I think this applies to most of the job. If you want to use arrow bio combo, very useful so that people don't use your arrow. Now when warrior fighting against warrior, I honestly think that rush is better. So if that person has Punisher and I have rush, they target lock on and then they come in, right? I managed to dash away and then target lock on and come in again, knock him back, maybe throw some Firaga to end him. Versus sorcerer, I fought a warrior before and I was a sorcerer, and he doesn't really approach me. All he does is wait for my MP to finish, wait for my trance to finish, and then he comes in and push me, slash me all the way. So I think that's one way. As a warrior against sorcerer, if you're fighting a sorcerer, you need to be very patient. Dash away plus lock on is very important. A lot of people they like to throw Firaga at you, right? So you want to dash away from the Firaga and then you target lock on and then go in again. So that's a really good way. Warrior and Ifrit is probably the one good combo I like to recommend. Over here is a play that actually take people down and Ifrit actually deals the finishing blow, killing them off, and it's very useful in a team play because they won't be able to use Raze for their teammates. Like I said, I am not the best warrior. I'm here to actually share with you what I personally think about warrior, what are some ways to play warrior, actually breaking them down, and hopefully you guys enjoy this video. If you enjoy this kind of videos, leave them down in the comment section below. Say that you enjoy these videos. Me, I'll make a sorcerer and a ninja, and overall, slowly cover one by one. I'll probably make a guide about what is the best traits and stats for Chocobo as well. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like if you do, and subscribe to the channel if you find any of this information helpful. I'm Master Pentagon, and this is a gaming channel.